Hello and welcome to my video, lesson 2.3 on sine law. So sine law is actually a pretty straightforward law. If you're just following the rules, it's actually just following a formula. So it's actually quite easy to navigate for our 20-1s, generally speaking. So here you go. So sine law is that basically if you have the side, which we call with a lowercase letter, like A, B, and C, and you have some of the angles, A, capital B, and capital C, then you can oftentimes solve for one of the missing sides. So what you need to have is a side and an angle that match, and then one other side or angle. One other side or angle. Right? And so if you have that, and what I mean by match is that C here, whoopsies, C here, what? There you go. Okay. C here is opposite of this side, right? A here is opposite of this side, and B here is opposite of this side. So the A and A have to match, C and C match, and B match. Okay, so you have to have matching sides. Okay, so let's take a look at one down here where we have one matching side. The 110 is one of the angles and 15. So what are we going to do? Well, if you get 15 on top and you have sine 110 underneath, that equals x on top, sine 50 underneath. Okay, so now at this point we can actually use something I call the fraction method, which is basically you always want to start with your x on top. The other way you can think about it, and this is probably the better way, is opposite operators. So here you're just recognizing, well, sine 50 is on the bottom of a fraction. It's a division. And so to move it over, we have to multiply by sine 50, right, on both sides of our fraction. So sine 50 goes here, right, and sine 50 goes here. And so we can cancel. And so we'll be left with x equals 15 times by sine 50 over sine 110. All right, so at that point, you can plug it into your calculator. So 15 times by sine 50 divided by sine 110. And so if you do that, then you get 12.2 degrees. Oh, wait, no, not degrees. This is a side length. I guess just 12.2. Let's just leave it there. All right. So again, sine law, pretty straightforward. It's just following the formula that's laid out. As long as you understand which part is from which part of your triangle, then you can solve for a missing angle or a missing side. Okay, so let's just do one more example, and then you should pause it before what I finish so that you can solve it for yourself. Okay, so let's go with, what if this is 413? Okay. What is this angle in here? Maybe I'll make it theta. What's this angle going to be if that side is 13? Okay, so what we have here is a slightly different set, but it's the same process. So 13 over sine of 50 equals 15 over sine theta. Right? Now what we're going to do is, again, opposite operators. We want to move the the theta on top, and so we're going to actually move all sorts of stuff all over the place. So what we're going to end up having, hopefully you can follow along here, we're going to end up having a sine theta. We're going to end up having 15 sine 50, and we're going to end up having a 13 underneath. So 3 different numbers are moving, but we get all the way to here. Once you get that, we also want to get the theta all by itself. So we're going to have to go we're going to have to go theta equals sine, inverse sine of this entire function. So going this way around, finding an angle is more challenging, but it's also absolutely doable. So I'm going to plug all of that into my calculator. Inverse sine of the fraction 15 times by sine 50 over 13, and that gives me 62.1 degrees. There's a bunch of decimals after in both cases, but we're leaving it there. All right, so I hope this video helps you understand sine law a little bit better. You're just using the formula and rearranging to solve for either the missing side or the missing angle. Hope this video helps, and good luck.